But what did your wife think, say, do, feel, react? Because when you've got 2 kids and a third on the way, and then you leave a high-paying, stable job with big career options, you would have had global options with the companies you were working with, and you suddenly go, I'm going to chase my inner why. Or you maybe didn't say that, but you said there's a restlessness and I need to discover that. Did she flip out?
No, she didn't. She was, in fact, for 9 months I didn't share how much I was struggling in my career. The garbage truck moment was my decision, 4:50 in the morning, one Monday morning, I could hear the garbage truck and I sat bolt upright and I was just, I can't do this anymore. How did I get to this point in my life, in my career, where I hate what I do? And it had got to that stage. And the decision when I sat there with my head in my hands was, I've got to be honest, I've got to be open about how I'm feeling, because I'd hidden it for 9 months. You've got a family, the temptation is, well, I'm the breadwinner. I should have this all together. I felt a lot of shame around that.
And I think there's a lot of men and women who've had that feeling and they've done nothing about it. Self-awareness is one thing, knowing it. Self-regulation and acting on it. I know so many people who bottle this up and then they get to late 50s, early 60s and they leave the career and they haven't been on purpose and they're the walking grey. They look grey, they wear grey, they drive grey cars, they have grey personalities, they have grey relationships with their kids. What was different for you? Why did you just go, I can't do this anymore?
Well, we need to sort of back it up, and I love doing this with people in their careers. What's your career story? What's the backstory? And we do a visual exercise around it. Why did I set out in the direction of my career? It was, go back to end of high school and I just wanted to play cricket. So I gave my uni application form to Mum to fill out. I mean, how bad is that? So she looked at it and said, property's really good and you've got heaps of different careers. And I said, great, I'll do that.
So you just wanted a baggy green or a baggy blue.
Baggy blue, baggy green.
Yeah. New South Wales into the Australian team. And you got your mum to fill it out?
Yeah, how embarrassing.
That's embarrassing.
But it was, how do you answer that question, what do you want to do with your life? And I couldn't. So had a tantrum, gave it to Mum. So that set the direction, which was in property. And
what if your mum had said, I'd always wanted a son or daughter to dance?
Well, you've got to be somewhat good at your career, haven't you, to start out with? So we know that's not me.
Just keep going.
But so that set me in a direction, and it was kind of like for me, you get on the freeway, you get to 110 and you set cruise control. And I didn't give it much thought, my career. There are, when you're on that freeway in your career, you just keep going and you don't give it much thought. Then there are some turning points where you slow down off the freeway and you go, well, should I take that promotion? And that happened to me. I said yes to a number of promotions, but I kept going. Yeah. And then further on down the track, you come to crossroads where you've actually got to pause and look and go, do I really want to go in this direction? For me, those pauses were annual reviews with my boss, who was saying, what is it that you really want to do after this? Because you've got to a level now where the promotions don't come to you. Couldn't answer it. 3 years in a row. So there was a few crossroads in there, but then so I ignored those signs. Back to your awareness with people, there may be some turning points, some crossroads, and it's important to be aware of those. I just kept going.